Going through with you BP stock, just type in Google, click enter. You can see the full name BP PLC. That's the full name, and it's BP is the symbol, and it's for now it's 504.56 GBX. GBX is the pence of pound, so it means that if I have to convert this in pounds, I would say it's 5.4 pounds. Okay, so it's 5.4 pounds. So I can just divide this 504 divided by 100 to convert this currency in pounds. So it will give me 5.4 pounds, 04 pounds for one stock, and it's a billion size firm, which means it's big firm, and it's a big size firm, and it's paying a dividend yield. Now, I just want to point out that dividend yield, a company that is paying dividend yield, that means they're financially very strong. It's a positive sign because after paying their creditors, costs, liabilities, they still have extra money. That extra money it pays to shareholders as dividends. So even if the percentage is very small, even if it's less than 1%, that's a positive sign. That means the company is financially strong. That dividend yield is the extra money of the firm, so it's a very positive sign. So don't worry about the percentage. Let's go to see and when was this founded. I can just simply go to Wikipedia, it's brilliant, and search for this box, and you can see founded 1909, 110 years ago. That's brilliant. Now let me look at the views of the employees who work here. Copy this exactly, paste it here, indeed, reviews, and enter. And let's have a look what people who work here think about this firm. Click this part, and I can see we have 3,000 reviews and it's 3.9 star. That's brilliant. Read through the pros and cons yourself, what people have to say. Check out the salaries they're paying, the photos of the firm, the jobs listed, and the questions asked. Now, let me see what reviews they have in Glassdoor as well. That's brilliant website as well for reviews. Now, let's have a look. We can see 3,300 reviews and it's 3.4 star. It's above average. That's brilliant. Go through the pros and cons yourself. Check out the jobs that they have listed. Check out the salaries they're paying, the interview questions, the benefits they're giving, and the photos. And let's go to just your patent and see if it has any patents or not. So I'll just paste this exactly here, click enter, and I can see they do have patents. So I just want to point out, please look at assignee or applicant, because these are people who have full rights of the patents. So I can see that we are searching on a firm, BPPLC, but I can see a slightly different name to it as well. So I'll just search that, what that is. So I can just, that is BP, I think, and I'll just go to images and let's see what that is. It is BP, so it's the same things, right? So it is BP what we are doing. So there could be slightly a different name to it as well. Don't worry about that. In 1987 they have a patent. That's brilliant. So any firm that has patent, that means they're innovating. That's brilliant, because it's difficult. Any firm that is innovating, that means that it's difficult for us, for any other firm to, or its competitor to beat it, because that means that they're innovating, so they're trying to outbeat the competition. So it means they're very strong in the market. So any firm that has patent, that's a very, very positive news. So it has patent in 1987, and what else patent it has? That's another patent in 2002, then 2013, and that's all we have. So check out for recent patents of the firm. Does it have any patent 2015, 16, 17? Because that means, do they have any recent patents? That means, are they still innovating? That's very important for us to know. So the recent patent they have in 2013, but we need to check that, do they have any recent patents, because are they still innovating? That's very important for us to know. Now let's go to Yahoo Finance, and I want to see who the key executives are and what salaries are they getting. That's very important for me to know. So I'll just type it exactly here, BPPLC, click the BP symbol and go to profile, and I want to see the sector, industry, and the employees are given there. And the best part is, not the best part, I mean, the thing about this is we have 5 key executives, only one of its salaries have been shown. The other, it says not applicable. That's very important for us to know. Why it's not applicable? That's a question. Because the more transparency about the salaries, the more better trust we're able to build, the more, we need to know the information about the salaries of the key executives. It's only one salary shown, so we need to find out why it's not applicable. That's something to find out, and the reason behind it. Now let's go to macro trend and compare the ratios. Go to price ratio, price book ratio, and type in BP, and that's the one. I just want to point out that if the ratio is less than 1, that means stock is cheap, it's undervalued, it's a discount. If it's more than one, that means stock is expensive. The higher the number will go, the more expensive it will get. Right now, I can see it's 1.22, which means that the firm is the stock is 1.22 times more expensive to buy right now. I can see in 2019 June it's 1.37, which means stock is 1.37 times more expensive to buy. Somebody who bought in 2019 June, they paid $41 to buy something that was $30 worth. So they bought it 1.3 times more expensive. But right now it's 1.2 times more expensive. And I think it was cheapest in 2015 September when it was a discount of nearly, I would say, 26%. Because people who bought that time, they paid $24 to buy something that was $33 worth, so they got nearly 26% discount. So, and the most expensive it was in 2006 March when it was 1.5 times more expensive. People who bought that time, they paid $35 to buy something that was $23 worth. So you need to decide when you want to buy. You want to buy right now, you want to wait for it to come down, price book ratio, or that's up to you. Let's go to other ratios and check out the current ratio. The current ratio, if it's less than 1, that means stock is risky because the liabilities are more than assets. If the current ratio is 1.5 or more than that, that means stock is safe. It has a good margin of safety. So we are looking for ideally 1.5 or more than that. Let's have a look. Please let me know if you have any questions for me, or if you would like to request me to make a video on a particular stock you're researching on. I'll do the research for you. That's fine for me. And please let me know if you have any questions. If you would like to connect with me in some way through YouTube, please let me know as well. Right now, I can see that it's less than 1.5. I'm looking for 1.5 or more than that for it to be brilliant. Less than 1.5, so it's a risky stock, I would say. Let's look at the previous one. It's risky. It's risky, yes. Let me see if it has ever been 1.5 or more than that. Since 2005 up till now, since recent 14 years, consistently it's below 1.5. So it's a consistently risky stock in terms of current ratio. So let's go to debt equity ratio. This ratio will tell me if the company is mainly operating on debt or equity. I'm looking for 0.5 or less than that for it to be very safe and have a good margin of safety. Let's have a look. So right now I'm looking for zero point 0.5 or less than that. Right now it's I have data up till 2017 December, because I don't have any data of equity after that, but I do have data of debt. So it has taken debt in 2019 June, but I don't have data of equity. So I don't know what to say about that, but I can the one I have in 2017 December, it's 0.55 is the ratio. So that is, so I can see that I'm looking for zero point 0.5 or less than that. So let's look at the previous trend. Has it ever been 0.5 or less? It has been less than 0.5. I would say that Since 2005 up till I would say 2015 December, it's less than 0.5, so it's a safe stock. But since 2016 March, it's a risky stock because it has been more than zero point 0.5 up to 2017 December. But I don't have any information, so that's something to research about. Because why I don't have any information about the equity, shareholders' equity, I do have information about the debt that it has taken, but not about the equity. So I can't analyze 2018 or 19. So that's something to search about. Let's go and see return on equity. I'm looking for 8% and more than that for it to be brilliant. Let's have a look. I'm looking for 8% or more than that. It is more than 8%. That's brilliant return. Let's look at the previous trend and consistency. It's, yeah. So I can see that since 2018 September up till now, it's more than 8%, which is what I'm looking for. But before that, it's less than 8%. So, when I'm looking for consistency, I'm looking for at least 5 years consistently. But it's for a very less period of time, it's more than 8%, and then it's below 8%, and then before that, it's a minus return, and then there's fluctuations. There's no consistency as such, so I wouldn't say that it's a brilliant return. In consistency right now, since 2 years, recent 2 years, it's brilliant. But at least I'm looking for recent 5 years, so there's fluctuations.